we're not going live. There we go.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Ooh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I wanna talk about it. Let's talk about it. Bit about.
1,000 on your fucking hair. 200.
Mr. Know-It-All is not with us tonight, so we don't have all the intro music and all that stuff, but it's all good. I am your boy, B-Dub, Bougie Weirdo from Burning Coast Podcast with my man G-Man. He will be joining us shortly, and Mr. Know-It-All, hopefully, if he can get some time, he might jump in with us too. But either way, we got to keep this train rolling. G-Man, what's going on?
What's happening, homie?
How you feeling?
Man, if I was feeling any better, I ain't gonna finish that statement. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man. Another Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
First Tuesday of the month. It's the first of the month. So let's do this.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Yeah. So, man, we got a few things to talk about today. First of all, the comment section is wide open. Feel free to jump up in there and speak your piece. Whether you agree with us, disagree with us, want to add to the conversation, please hop in there. As Mr. Know-It-All always says, we do shoot straight from the hip though. So, we ain't running from no smoke. But just know that we gonna return fire. So with that being said, man, so today we're gonna talk about legacy. We're gonna talk about Kobe Bryant. We're gonna talk about a father who, went, I would say, willing to pay the ultimate price for his legacy. And we're gonna talk about a couple other things. But first things first, G-Man, because you're a sports guy, I'm a sports guy.
Yep.
LSU Iowa. What you think about that game?
Okay. So we all know Caitlin Clark was gonna get off and do what she needed to do. Now I think she's gonna buzz 41,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't like the narrative. Like, I saw people posting how bad Caitlin is, which is a given, right? Can't take the credit from her. She did her thing. But it was a lot of bad ones on there. Don't act like Flage didn't wreck shop and do what she handled up. She's next. She's up next. You know what I'm saying? They did what they had to do. Iowa did what they had to do. Again, for y'all that don't remember, LSU beat them for the championship last season.
Yes.
This wasn't a championship game, but it had the championship game feel because it was a rematch from last season. Caitlin Clark did her thing. It was a tough game, back and forth. It was everything you could ask for, only, outside of the outcome. And, some people felt like it was a black versus white game. I think an all-white starting lineup, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know.
Immediately, huh?
It kind of froze up.
Did it?
Yeah, you good now.
Okay. Yeah, so after the championship game last year, I said Iowa, Caitlin Clark gonna get her lick back. It's gonna be a tough one next year for LSU to repeat. I figured they would at least be in the Elite Eight. I thought maybe even the Final Four. But I wouldn't expect them to play LSU in the 8. So to play Iowa in the 8. But Caitlin Clark, she got that dog in her. Now, come off season, Haley Von Litt jumps in the portal, says she going to LSU. So I said, well, there goes that. LSU about to repeat for sure. because Haley Van Lith is normally like that. She's normally her. But she's had kind of a average season based on her past performance. And I mean, Caitlin Clark had that girl running for her life. But I can't even blame her though. Caitlin Clark was playing NBA Jam. She was on fire.
She's on fire.
At a certain point, she was literally just throwing stuff up. Just she was really on her Steph
Curry. One from the market. She just literally chunked it. Almost hit it.
Bro, when you start just throwing up anything and hitting the bottom of the net, like it's hard to stop that. We know Angel Reese was playing through an injury. She still had a pretty decent game. I think she still ended up with a double-double, but she didn't have her best game. Haley didn't have her best game, and Caitlin Clark did have her best game. And like you said, it had a championship feel to it because it was a rematch from last year. Now, that being said, she still got to get through Paige Beckers and UConn. That's going to be a little bit different challenge.
I agree.
But I thought it was good though. I ain't mad at it. Like people want to kind of, and it's so funny. You know, a lot of people, certain types of people, had a lot to say about Angel Reese last year about the John Cena and this and that, and she thinks she this, she thinks she that. And surprise, surprise, some of those same people are in the stands doing this and go Caitlin Clark and talk your talk and this and that. So, you know, it's just funny how that go, but we know.
It's the thing. When they face each other last year for the championship, she ain't got no ring yet. That's not like that game was for a ring. She pulled out her best game when she needed it. She needed them 41 points to get that game done, right? If she didn't do 41, Iowa doesn't win that game.
Right. Because if you think about it, they beat them by what, like 5 or 6? It wasn't. Yeah.
If she would have did her average, they wouldn't have won the game. She needed that. They had to get up for LSU, which they did. You know, hats out to them. They I don't think LSU scheme right for Caitlin Clark. Iowa only has Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But that's all you needed. That's all they needed that night. Now, I don't think it'll be enough to get past UConn, but we'll see. I think UConn will have a better a scheme for Caitlin.
Sure.
But congrats. She did what it takes to get it done. I don't like, the whole. This is the thing about the John Cena thing. Caitlin was doing it. So, Angel Reese being Angel Reese counted that at that time. That was last year. People doing that just to make a big deal. It ain't the championship game. Okay.
Right.
It ain't the champ. Don't start wagging your pom-poms yet. It ain't over. You just made it to the Elite Eight. Competition gets tougher from here on in. We'll see. But like you said, when what's her name? Van Leith?
Haley Van Lith.
When she came from my alma mater, the U of L, I thought she came from Louisville, didn't she?
Yeah.
I thought, I'm thinking, okay, they definitely gonna run it back, but just like you said, but I was shocked. And it wasn't that I knew Caitlin off. Let's just be clear. I didn't, I thought it would be they have enough to counter it with the lineup they had, even with Angel Reese. Because Angel Reese, even with her injury or whatever, she still was a monster.
Yeah,
a lot of the shots that dropped, they had second, third tries. They were beasting the Bulls. They just could not give them the fall. It just wasn't your night. It was just wasn't a night. But congratulations to LSU for getting that far. Former national champions. I think Angel Reese is she's out after this one.
I don't think she made a final decision yet, but I'm pretty sure the way she's been talking lately, I'm pretty sure she's probably gonna go ahead and go into the WNBA, which I'm sure Caitlin Clark probably will as well.
You see Ice Cube offer her $5 million.
Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about that. And now we just sit here and gave Caitlin Clark a ton of praise and a ton of props and gave her flowers for who she is as a player. Yeah. Now, that being said, though, to come into the big three, playing against former NBA players, I don't know how that works out. Like, and to offer her $5 million off rip, which first of all, let's acknowledge that first, because if he's offering her $5 million, that means the big three is doing very well. So that's a good thing that they're doing well enough to be offering people $5 million contracts. So that's definitely a positive. But and I understand Ice Cube's smart. He's a businessman.
That's a business move.
He see where the game is going. But I've been telling people, because a lot of these girls, Haley Von Lids, Paige Beckers, Angel Reese, I've been watching these girls since they was in like high school and AAU. Flage been like that. And I said years ago, there's a group coming that's going to help. If the WNBA, I said this back in like 2017, 2018, I said if the WNBA can hold on for about 5 to 10 more years, it's going to get exciting, because I knew this crop of girls was coming, and there's more. And then Juju, I didn't even know about Juju. I don't know where she came from.
Juju's a monster.
This chick here, man,
a
freshman. She gonna get better and better. But yeah, she slipped through the cracks because I don't know where she came from.
Yeah.
But again, Caitlin Clark playing in the big three, I don't know about that. And a lot of people kind of, a lot of black people kind of up in arms about like why he offered her. What do you mean why he offered her? She the best college player in the game right now.
Wait. Is Ice Cube doing female big three?
No, I think actually, I don't know. Let me say, nobody knows the full details because it was a leak. This information wasn't even supposed to be out there, so we don't know. Yeah, he confirmed that he offered her the contract, but he didn't say exactly what. He said to participate or to be a part of the big three is the way he worded it. So we don't know exactly how.
$5 million to play with men, I don't see that, bro.
I'm like you. I'm thinking maybe he's planning some female version or something, or maybe a co-ed or something like that. So I don't know. But anyway, EQ, how you doing, love? Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey,
how you feeling?
What's up? I'm good. Hey, I'm good. Whew, tired, but hey, I'm good. I'm still in the game. What's going on? Who we talk? I don't know none of these people we talking about. I can't even see him play like I do know.
I know you don't even watch sports like that, but
baby, I don't even have time to watch TV.
So I give you a quick synopsis. So there's this player, Caitlin Clark. She's basically the hottest female college player in basketball right now. And
she's Steph Curry as a college white female.
Oh, okay. Is this a real tall chick, right? She real tall, right?
No. She's tall for a girl, but she's not that tall. Not you probably thinking about Angel Reese.
Oh, okay.
Not Angel Reese.
White.
Yeah. She's a white girl out of Iowa.
Okay.
And so Ice Cube offered her $5 million to come play in his Big Three basketball league with former NBA players.
Oh, wow.
What do you think about that?
All male former NBA players. I'm assuming, and we're just assuming that either he's talking about doing the female version of the Big Three, or as B-Dub said, maybe a co-ed version of the Big Three. If he just offered her to come and play with all them,
I don't think.
Now, y'all know I'm old-fashioned. I'm traditional. Women play with women, men play with me. I know times have changed. Now, if he's going to do the co-ed or, start a female version of a team or whatever, that'd be great. But for her to be on a team with all men, because the question is, how are these men going to feel playing with her? How does this going to make her feel? Is this going to challenge more women like her with the same athleticism to go play with men? And now you have to worry about you open up a whole nother can of issues there. So I'm me, I'm old fashioned, like I said. So, but yeah, I'm all for the women's team or a co-ed team, whatever. But for a woman just to be the only woman on the team with a bunch of men, no, let's keep some traditions, in place.
And to make her if that is the case, she would be the highest paid player in the big three.
Right.
What?
And that's the
Oh,
other thing too,
You
because
get
now you
that's
kind
now
of
you see how optical look.
alienating.
If you give this college white female more than all these former NBA players off top. Now she's still in college, and he offered her $5 million. You ain't paying nobody in the big three $5 million off top.
right. So my question to
Not that we
Ice
know
Cube, what's
of.
the so my question then would be, what's the difference between the white slave owners and the black slave owners? I mean,
Mm.
maybe I'm reaching, but I mean, I'm just saying. I mean,
I don't.
what?
I don't have a problem with Ice Cube running the league, the big three.
No, I don't. That's not the problem, right? I don't have a problem with that either.
That I'm saying how he must understand the optics of it. How
Right, right.
people from black society looking at him side eyed. Like,
Right, right.
I'm not saying it's good. Like, it's business. He can see that she's going to be a money draw, no matter what happens. Whether she'll probably decline it. She more than likely she'll decline it.
Of
She'll go to
course.
the WNBA for less money on top, but she'll make it up in endorsements and stuff like that. I don't think she'll get
Yeah.
the same endorsements if she goes to the big three. A WNBA salary will be less than what Ice Cube is offering her, but
Yeah.
her endorsement deals will more than make up for, in my opinion, what she will get from joining
For
the big
sure.
three.
Do
For
we
sure.
not have any black sisters that are, just as good as her? Or I mean, I know she may be the number one player, but whatever. I mean, don't I know there are some sisters we can recruit, for this he's trying to start up. I mean, I'm just give our sisters a
And
piece of the pie too.
but to be fair, EQ, this information was leaked. Now Ice Cube did confirm it. Like he said, yes, I did offer her a contract, but it was leaked. So we don't know for sure. There could be others
Oh,
that
okay.
were offered contracts as well. We don't know
I
if it
bet
was
they wasn't
just
$5
her.
million.
It probably not 5 million.
Right.
And he probably wanted to keep that part under wraps because I'm sure
Right.
he's not offering all of them 5 million, but all of them ain't Caitlin Clark either. They're not gonna bring that draw, that crossover audience to the big three. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't. That's a tough one for me. I'm a basketball fan, a pure fan of basketball, so I don't care about age, gender, and none of that. She is the GOAT college player right now for the time being. She's earned that, but even retired 40-something-year-old NBA players would demolish her. So I gotta know now. I'm just more curious as to what type of role is he wanting her to play in the big three, especially for a $5 million ticket. So I don't know.
We'll see.
We will see. All right, so let's get into the meat and bones of this thing. We'll stay on the topic of basketball. So Kobe Bryant, this is the big story everybody's talking about. His parents, and people that don't know, if you're unfamiliar, Kobe Bryant, prior to his unfortunate passing, did not have a great relationship with his parents. To what degree, I don't know. I know at one point in time they were not even speaking. At the time of his passing, I believe they had reconciled to some degree, but it was still very shaky relationship. And y'all know Kobe Bryant left approximately a $600 million estate to his family, to his wife and his kids. And his parents are apparently having financial trouble, so much to the point that they have auctioned off his first championship ring, which he had gave to his dad when he won his first championship in 2000. So the question is, should Vanessa Bryant be helping Kobe's parents? Should she be giving them money or taking care of them, helping to support them? And are they wrong for auctioning off his championship ring? What do you guys think?
I mean, for me, auctioning off the ring, that's a memorabilia that you can't get back. You can't get your son back. So you need something, that's something that should have been treasured. That have been like the various resort. I'm talking like next to applying for welfare and all that. No. I mean, I'm totally against it because this is something he worked hard, during his career for. This is a moment that was probably a once in a lifetime moment for him, or whatever. So you don't go auction off the ring. Is Vanessa, is she supposed to take care of them? I mean, I look at it like this. They're her kids' grandparents. She's not responsible for taking care of them. But if she feel led to help them out, why not? I mean, all that money she got, what's a little bit gonna hurt? But do she have to? No, it's her choice. I mean, but if it were me, I would probably say, yeah, depending on what my relationship is like with them. But his relationship with his parents has absolutely nothing to do with her. Um, but but then on the flip side, those are his kids' grandparents. So I mean, come on now. Do you really want your kids' grandparents out here struggling or falling on hard times and you got all this money knowing that you can help them out and you don't or whatever? I mean, I'm not saying that's the case, but come on now. I mean, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. G-Man, what you think?
It's always unfortunate when you see kids and parents at odds with each other, especially at the time of passing, because who knows, in time, they probably would have had the opportunity to mend that relationship. But, as we know, not the time or the day, this will always preach. If you can mend those relationships, do it while you can, because you never know. But that's another story. Now, should she take care of his parents? Well, I'm assuming at some point, I mean, she knows the wishes of her husband. And as B-Dub pointed out, it was no secret that they had issues while he was still here. So it's not like they were good now and then he passed and now she's like, whatever. I think a greater question is, was he taking care of his parents while he was still here? If the answer is yes, I think she should continue that because that was obviously his wishes to to support his parents in whatever level that if it was. I'm saying if, because I don't know if he was or what. He may have been like, I'm taking care of him while he was here. He may not have been taking care of him. I don't know. So my answer is, if he was taking care of them while he was here, she absolutely should continue what he was already doing while he was here. Because I'm sure, at odds or not, if he was taking care of his parents while he was here, he wouldn't have wanted that to stop just because he's no longer here. Especially when it's just that of an abundance of money, that amount of money that he has or had or has. The decision to auction off the ring, I think, was in poor taste. And I think from the first report I saw, the amount wasn't even that high yet. It was not even at 100,000. You think somebody with deep pockets are going to snatch that up pretty quick, pretty easy. And maybe the estate of him, maybe they should keep I would try to keep the ring inside the family regardless. If they decided to give up the ring, it still should stay in the family, as we talked about legacy, just off GP. So if it is, and they can get it, the state of Kobe Bryant should go after the ring and at least keep it inside his family to kind of preserve the legacy. Do I knock the parents for doing it? Yes, I do, because that's his first ring.
Yeah.
That's his very first championship ring. That should mean something more to you than a dollar amount, especially when it doesn't like the dollar amount is going to be like, it'd be different if you're talking about $50 million. I think when they first dropped, I think the price was at $96,000 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. And again, so to wrap it up, if Kobe Bryant was taking care of his parents while he was alive, they should continue that. If he wasn't and they decide not to, he has no obligation to. Well, they don't have an obligation to if he wasn't doing it himself.
Right. No, I agree. I definitely agree that if he was taking care of his parents prior, then it definitely should continue to some sort. However, so this is where it gets tough for us because we know that the marriage rate is not where it should be in the community. And what happens is a lot of people don't understand what that means when somebody chooses their family. Your relatives are your relatives. But when you go and choose a person and you choose to create a family with that person, that's a whole different type of thing. And that, for the most part, in most cases, supersedes relatives, right? So I say that to say this, to just really kind of reinforce what G-Man was saying. If he wasn't already taking care of them, she has zero obligation to do so. She is his family. His parents are his relatives. His cousins, all them people, sisters, brothers, whatever, those are our relatives. His wife and his kids is his family that he created. That's his legacy. And then but you know, we so funny sometimes here in America because they didn't even like her. They didn't go to his wedding because they didn't like her. And whether it was valid or not, I don't know. That's neither here nor there. But they chose not to go to his wedding. So just the same as a lot of people, because I've seen a lot of people comment saying, well, it doesn't matter what the relationship is. That's his parents. You should still do something no matter how you feel about them. Well, no matter how you feel about her, that was your son getting married as well. You should have went to the wedding. Like you, so it's just funny to me how we very one-sided with things when it comes to spouses, and we think that the family trumps the spouse, and that's not how it goes, you know, or the relatives. We think the relatives trump the spouse, and that's just not how it goes. Also, with that being said too, I think the parents could have handled it a little differently. I definitely don't think they should have auctioned off the ring. I agree with that as well. That is you know, that's his first ring, and he gave that to y'all in good, you know, good faith, good spirit, or whatever. I doubt very highly that he ever thought for a second in his mind that they would auction it off. Even though they tried, this is not the first time. They auctioned off some of his stuff before, and he was upset about it, but not a ring. It was like jerseys and, you know, shoes and stuff like that. That's different. So my approach, if I'm the parents, my approach would have been this. First of all, we would have had to have, that would have been the perfect opportunity. And it's so sad that it always ends up being death, but that's the reality. Death is usually the perfect opportunity to make amends. That would have been the perfect opportunity to say, hey, you know what? Our relationship hasn't been the greatest. You know, we felt type way, you feel type way, whatever. But this is bigger than that. So let's be bigger than our petty feelings, and let's try to do something better, because now you're not getting access to your grandchildren, so you're not in their lives as much. You're financially in a bind. You could have came to her and said, hey, let's make a deal. Would you like to have this ring and whatever they have, some things like, is there any way we can work out a deal where, you know, you can help us out and we can give you these belongings? Because if not, this is what we're gonna have to do. Like we're you know, this may be what we have to do, and I don't think Kobe would want that, and I'm sure his children wouldn't want that. So is there a way we can, you know, something 20 million? All right, we're gonna, you know, whatever we have left over from Kobe, whatever, you know, you give us 20 million, we'll let you have it, and we can kind of like, I don't, you know, something. All I'm saying is I feel like something could have been done different. Something could have been worked out better than to do this. And also the parents is kind of making it seem like they're kind of victimizing themselves, kind of like, oh, well, this is what we got to do. and kind of glossing over the fact that you don't like the woman. You didn't go to her wedding. You've been very negative about her the whole time. Like, let's be real. Now she has the control because she has control over the estate, and now you need her. You might want to humble yourself a little bit again and try to, I can't say repair the relationship because it wasn't there. Try to build the relationship to where she may feel compelled to want to say, okay, we'll figure something out. Because on the surface, yes, you 600 million, you good. It's not gonna hurt you. You know, I don't know what they cost of living is, but let's say they cost of living is $1 million a year. You make that in 30 days off of just interest of one account. So it's not like the money would be an issue for her. The question is, what would motivate her to want to do that given the situation? So I think that's on the parents. I think that's on the parents to try to create some type of relationship, create some type of understanding with Vanessa, and then maybe they can work something out. But outside of that, she don't owe him nothing. Again, with the exception of unless Kobe was already doing something, whatever he was doing should continue to be done. But if he wasn't doing anything for him, she's not obligated to do anything for him, and it's on the parents to figure that out and try to get her to help y'all some kind of way.
Agreed.
Yep, I agree too.
Now, sorry, I was a little long-winded on that one.
Yeah, get it off your chest. Let him use you.
Yeah, you acting like old Baptist preacher tonight. What's wrong with you?
When I say your family. So, switching gears a little bit, we talking about a different type of legacy. So, I was gonna show the video, but I've been seeing that a lot of people have been getting flagged and stuff for posting the video, so we're not gonna post it. But I'll explain it to y'all. So there's a father whose child, his 11-year-old child, was assaulted, the R word,
Great
by 3 young individuals. Yes,
great.
Yes. So he did some research and obtained the identities and the information and locations of these 3 people and systematically unalived them all one by one. And he went on Facebook Live and said what he did. He confessed and said what he did. To use his words, he said he did it in the most graphical way possible. So you just let your imaginations run wild there. And he waited for the police. He called the police himself and told them what he did. And by the end of the video, the police were coming, and you know, he basically said that he is perfectly comfortable with whatever comes with it, whether that's life in prison, whether that's the death penalty, whatever. He's content in his actions of what he did for his child. Man, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little on the fence with this one. I every time I watch the video, I kind of go one way or the other. But what do y'all think about that?
It's only one no. It's no one way or the other. It's no one way or the other.
So what's the way?
This is the thing though. When before you go vigilante, be sure that you doing, you know, for sure that this happened and that you got the right, you know, people who committed the act allegedly. Now, if it's confirmed that these are the 3 people and all 3 of them had something to do with the assault of your children, it is your responsibility as a parent to protect your children. Now, it's protecting them getting back. Some say no. Some say you're not protecting them because they already been assaulted. right? You didn't protect them. You just getting your get back. That's the struggle, right? Because your child was assaulted. There has to be a price to pay for that. And sometimes you can't depend on the criminal justice system to do that in some people's minds. So maybe you do it yourself. I can tell you this: I don't know a death or a cause worth going to prison for or dying for than my children. So if I don't go to jail or die for my children, then I ain't gonna go to jail or die for anything. And I'll leave it right there.
EQ, what you got to say about that?
I'm sorry. I don't condone murder and all that, but I'm like G-Man, and I hate to agree with G-Man. If I can't die for my kids and go to prison for my kid, then hey, in this dad's defense, I understand. I'm not saying what he did was right, but at the end of the day, an 11-year-old kid, not one, not two, but three of you, just have your way with this kid. Think about how this kid is scarred, emotionally, physically, you know, even sexually, all of these things psychologically. Because I'm assuming this was a little boy, right? That
Yes.
they allegedly molested or whatever. Okay. So this kid is scarred. This kid has to live with this. And we know how our system works. And sometimes our system don't always work in favor of the victim. Even with all the evidence, even with all of the witnesses and so forth, it just does not always work in the favor of the victims. And then the victims are not only scarred from a court proceeding where 2 or 3 people get off or get a slap on the wrist for something that this kid has to be traumatized and scarred for the rest of his life. And that's not fair. And I'm sure that dad probably thought about that. Well, if they get arrested, they probably get a slap on the wrist, probation, or maybe a light sentence. But here my kid is traumatized by what happened to him. And we know that stories like this, men and women typically end up, you know, joining the alphabet community when stuff like this happens to them at an early age, or they live with it so long that they're angry and they grow bitter, and then they retaliate or react later on in life because all of this was never dealt with. And so in the dad's defense, I completely understand, because it's a lot of things you can do, but don't mess with our children. And I can't say that I wouldn't have done that, because in my mind I probably would have wanted to react like the daddy. You know what I'm saying? Because you scarred my kid. Of all this grown woman and grown man stuff out here, you messed with an 11-year-old. That's sick. That's sick. So I'm gonna land it here. Hey, I I can clap for the daddy, because I mean, he did take somebody's life, but I understand. I completely understand.
Yeah, so pre fatherhood, if I would have heard this story, my first thought would have been that's kind of dumb. Because I'll tell you why. Although I understand why he would want to do that, now your child is going to lose their father. So, okay, you handled this situation, but you'll never be able to do that again, because you either not going to see the outside world again, or you about to take a nap, that permanent nap. So it's like, I understand, but that's crazy. Post fatherhood, the only thing I'm thinking now is I wouldn't have killed them. I would have tortured them and hurt them, because I want you to feel what my child feels on a daily basis. Like, that's post fatherhood. That's the only thing that I would change. I might take them to near death, but not to death. because I want you to continue to live and hurt and suffer. And I still would have been willing to go behind them bars for that. I would have felt okay with that. I would have felt okay being able, raising my kid from a not cell phone, but from a telephone for the rest of my life. It would have been worth it. But again, at the same time, then sometimes I kind of go back to that first thought, like, yeah, that you took care of it now, but what about, because somebody's got to be there. Like EQ, you made some great points. You're not going to be able to sit there in the therapist's office with them and help them work through this. So it's like you got to kind of look at it. But I'll be honest, again, I am post fatherhood now at this point in time in my life. So hearing this story, my first thought was, what's the problem? All right. But yeah, it's man, that's a crazy thing though, man, because we supposed to, protect our babies.
I'm
and
a girl's
like
dad.
You didn't do that. Yeah, and see, so both of y'all got daughters, so it's
I'm a girl's dad. Yeah. I'm crashing out.
And if I had a daughter, I probably would feel the same.
I'm crashing out. Daddy showed up, daddy handled business. If I'm behind the cell, so be it. Girls know their dad crashed out behind me. I'm crashing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something about, I mean, yeah, I don't have one. I would love to have one, but man, our daughters, man, come on.
B-Dub, you ain't got no girl?
B-Dub, go get you a girl.
We'll
Let me tell you something. A man would never know true love until he has a daughter.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
I believe that.
You would never know truly pure love if you don't have a daughter.
So I guess I'll never know true love until I have a son.
I mean, you
and person better get to it.
You a man, you have a daughter.
So. I can't stand that Negro. I can't. Person past his childbearing years, he ain't gonna be able to help me out. Yeah, we done.
A man never.
That's the beauty of manhood. We can shoot till we die.
Yeah, man never pass. He can still shoot.
Now, I would love to have one more, but
my
baby about to be 18 next week, so I don't know if I want to. Shut up. I can't stand you. Why are you like this? No, my baby is about to be 18 Monday, so I don't think I want to start over.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Yeah, my pride and joy fixing to graduate and turn 18 Monday. Yep. So I don't think I want to start over. Yeah. I'm gonna be empty nest.
Well, you can't. Okay, you already passed geriatric. Them powdered eggs.
I don't know why you got me on a show with him. Now y'all know I can't stand him.
Them eggs are powdered. Talking about I don't think I want to.
Child, baby.
50-some years old. Phil talking about I don't know if I. No, you can't. Okay.
Right. That part.
Can't.
Now I'm gonna leave that up. We waiting on.
Why Percy Earl just don't do what he gotta do. He's a.
Hey, me person, we good. Hey, we about to be empty nesters. Hey, we good.
Yeah.
But we'll let B-Dub give us one more. We already got baby nephew, so we need baby niece now. Yeah.
B-Dub steady making them, so you can have plenty of practice. Cause
there we go. Yeah, go ahead, B-Dub.
I'm team FTK. I ain't no more.
Oh man. So anything you guys want to talk about before we get up out of here?
Hey, wait a minute, G-Man, you sent us something on Facebook last night, but I couldn't click on whatever it was. What was that?
Dang, I don't remember. It was. I don't know why you asked for it. I forget. It was. Yeah, I don't even remember. I sent somebody for the audience. We all send stories to each other about topics we can talk about, or maybe of interest or whatever. And sometimes you'll copy a link and send it don't go through. So who knows? They'll tell you I'm gonna send probably 10, 15 a week because it's always something to talk about. It's just, we only got so much time to talk about a topic or topics that may interest everybody on the show, but that was all it was. Who knows?
Oh, okay. Okay. I just want to make sure it wasn't nothing we supposed to discuss tonight.
No. Nothing we supposed to discuss tonight. No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I guess that'll do it for tonight. Shout out, as always, shout out to all our day ones, day twos, yesterdays, and todays. It does not matter when you got on this journey with us. We are happy that you are here. EQ, G-Man, y'all want to give us some final thoughts?
Yes, thank y'all so much. Day ones, day twos, every days, all days. We appreciate y'all so much. We missing our boy Know It All, but he'll be back with us next week.
I ain't missing that sound box though.
I ain't neither, because he wear that thing. He wears it out, but he wouldn't be Know It All if he didn't wear it out. Also, y'all, with this Eclipse Tough Monday, don't y'all go out there clean up them people grocery stores, okay? Don't y'all go out there acting a fool. All right, stay in the house if you got to act a fool. Feed them kids some noodles and enjoy the day off. But don't y'all go out there acting crazy, act like y'all ain't never seen no eclipse and stuff. And don't let people scare you out with these tactics.
I ordered me some. I ordered me some sunglasses so I can get a look at it.
Too. Yeah.
Got you some blue blockers?
Yeah, I got them blue blockers so I can look on up there. Purser gave me a pair of his so I can look straight on up there. And,
wait, there's a app you can download to watch it as well. It's called Skyview. I've been having it on mine. You can go outside, like look up in the sky. You can see the Dipper, all the planets when they. Oh man, it's beautiful. So it's called Skyview. So download that app and you can watch it or whatever. But anyway.
Wait. Skyview ain't
like a scam.
First of all, Skyview ain't sent us no money to be advertising the app. You understand? So if you're gonna ask them, at least tell them, cut us a check or something.
Yeah. Go to the Burning Coals app. Go download the Burning Coals podcast app where you can watch past shows. You can go on live.
Why?
One day that'll be a true statement.
Okay, maybe one day, but in the meantime, y'all enjoy
the rest of y'all's week. Gonna be in the app store tomorrow. I don't see it.
All right, Apple making me pay for this now. But y'all, for real though, enjoy the rest of y'all week. Y'all be safe out there. Hey, we gotta love each other because we got y'all. I've been seeing so many fight videos, so many shooting videos, so many people getting killed, and it's us, man. We gotta stop all this. We gotta love each other for real. So that's all I got. I love y'all.
We all we got. Once we realize that, we'll be better off. And if ain't nobody told you they love you today, we do. Ain't nothing you can do about it. And we will see y'all next week.
Yes, sir. Burning Coals, give you the bag moment is protect your legacy. Protect what's yours. We ain't got no outro music, y'all, so we just gonna peace out like that. We'll see y'all next week. Oh, there you go. G-Man got us.